Hello, everyone. It's your host, Seth the Programmer. With me today, I actually have two of my great friends. I have Super Saiyan Ryu and Chuck the Cybercuck. Today, we're, having three people on the shows for, Christmas. It's going to be a special.
Threesome.
But we're going to be doing how strong is Hit after the Universe 6 tournament. But before we do that, let's touch up on how strong Hit is, during the Universe 6 tournament so we can properly scale later. And without further ado, here's Chuck.
Okay, so Hit was basically able to match, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and he basically made him look like a helpless child,
Fucking
right?
cucked him.
Yeah. And I mean, the main reason was because Vegeta had no clue how to counter his attack. He basically didn't know his ability, and base Goku knew this, because the Galactic King told him. But then Hit improved, and he was basically able to counter, Goku predicting his movements. And then even with Super Saiyan Blue, he could still keep up with them. And then he constantly improved so much that he could match up, even at 10 times increase from Goku's Kaioken. So that just shows you how strong he can become in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, and in the manga, things were a little bit different. In the manga, he was equal to Super Saiyan Goku, and then what was it Super Saiyan Blue Goku was just basically capable of almost one-shotting him. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Super Saiyan Blue Goku wasn't even needed. He was already winning with Super Saiyan God, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, exactly. And other than that, Hit just seems to have a lot of potential hacks, but the anime and the manga are way different. So what do you guys think about, this is a big question, what do you think about his time stopping ability and Goku going through that? Do you think Goku went through stopped time? Because in the new episode we learned that he actually leaps through time and creates his own time space. So would Goku leaping, what would it be like for Goku to leap through that? What would that even mean, honestly?
There's a few theories, I guess you could go with that. One would be that Goku was able to also enter his time space. So that could be one idea. So
kind of like Gotenks.
Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe he punched a hole through it and he can somehow go right into it. Another theory is that Goku could be able to personally just, move quick enough to literally hit him as soon as he starts to enter the opposite time space. So Hit still has to be in one time space or the other to, get his attack out there. So it's possible Goku could be fast enough to counter that and still, do it before Hit could go back to his other time space. So those would be my two theories on how it happened.
Yeah, and Hit was. Would you say in the anime that he was weaker than Goku when he first started as a Super Saiyan Blue?
They said they were about equal when Hit wasn't using time skip. I remember at one point they're like, "Oh, Hit's keeping up with Goku Super Saiyan Blue," and then Goku's just like, "Why aren't you using time skip on me?" And he's just like, "Well, you already figured it out."
Yeah, exactly. And then a few minutes of fighting, Goku used Kaioken times 10, and Hit is on that level. I wouldn't say Hit was on Goku's level because Hit was using a bunch of hacks, and Goku was still able to compete with him just using raw force. So I think Goku Kaioken times 10 was probably still a little bit stronger, but Hit was relativistic to Kaioken times 10. So
I also like to bring up something. So at least now we have more of an idea of how Hit's ability works, because we thought that the Togi Kawashi is basically just stopping time altogether. If you guys get what I mean, if you stop time on a universal scale or just a specific space, you know what I mean? So now we know how it works.
In the new in episode 71, he does stop time with the fat mobster fuck. I don't know if he was given a name. Whoever that was. But he did stop time for him. I don't know how that works. It was never explained again. And also in the Universe 6 tournament, Hit would have one-shotted Goku if the rules really did change. Could you imagine if Hit was okay, you're okay to kill me now? Do you think Hit would have actually one-shotted Kaioken Goku right there?
Probably, because he was already strained, and
that would be extremely embarrassing.
He's yo, I could body him, no worries.
I got this, guys. I got this. It's fucking raw. So after that, we have in episode 72, Hit comes back in his new debut against Goku, and Goku actually states that Hit's gotten a lot stronger. So Ryu, what do you think about the new episode?
Well, basically that points out that Hit, since he was already about the same strength as Kaioken times 10 Goku as Super Saiyan Blue in the tournament, that would mean that Hit is more than 10 times as powerful. And since Goku, without even using Kaioken now, he was able to defeat Hit, that would imply that Goku's Super Saiyan Blue form is more than 10 times as powerful as it was in the tournament. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, we got a decent multiplier for his growth rate over the last few arcs.
You know what's interesting as well? I just thought about this, but Hit's time skip or time leap is basically like it, relevates to his power, right? Like the stronger he gets, the more he can skip through time. And if you look at how he assassinated that mobster, he like stopped time for like a good 30 seconds. Would you say so?
Oh yeah, he had like a whole conversation and everything, and dodged the mobster's sneak attack or whatever. And I mean, the mobster isn't like a fighter, so you can't say it was like time lapse.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but would you say he stopped it obviously for like a decent amount of time, like more than 0.5 seconds or
Oh
something?
yeah, for sure. I mean, if we
'Cause-
went by like his multiplier being the same as his multiplier for the time stop, then he would be like fucking 60 times as powerful if it was 30
Jeez.
seconds.
Yeah, so he might be, and you have to also think about this as well. Goku got so powerful in the Goku Black Arc that he was capable of, this was kind of, a little bit of an outlier and it was stupid. But with his Kaioken, he was able to rock Fuse shit, right? And he fought Goku Black after becoming the strongest fighter. So I mean, do you guys think a 60 times multiplier is rational? Because I mean, it's already confirmed that Kaioken times 10 is a like he's stronger than Kaioken times 10 now. But do you think 60 times is a good leap, or
To
what
be
do you
honest,
think?
it's not that far-fetched because I mean, we know it's more than 10 times by a lot, and 50 times is a Super Saiyan, so that's like saying that Hit basically stacked a Super Saiyan multiplier onto himself.
What do you think, Chuck?
Okay, so we also know that Zenkais are pretty like I guess like they basically like I don't know how to explain it. Like they lapse like between their margin, right? So you can have a small Zenkai or a large Zenkai. So like Goku
Right.
got like what 3 or 4 Zenkais. So
Yeah,
I
and he
mean,
was training
yeah.
after that.
So I mean, you could have had like a greater Zenkai, at the end of the arc, and I mean, with training on top of that, he'll definitely become a lot stronger. So I think 60 times is probably not much of a stretch.
So
Wasn't there like a
Hit,
time skip too between Goku Black and the Hit part?
yeah. The question is really, when did the Goku Black Arc take place after the Universe 6 tournament? Does anyone know that?
I don't think it's ever specified.
I'd have to double check. Yeah, we should probably double check later.
All right.
It's probably a couple months, I'd
Yeah.
say, because like Goku says, I've been training all year. He says that to
Yeah,
Hit.
he does say that. So it's at least been a year since the tournament. So even if the Goku Black Arc took like a few days or whatever, he was still training all that time after that and etc.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot of time to improve.
Yeah, but at least we can say just at least a couple months, so close to a year maybe. I think it's pretty
Yeah,
reasonable.
exactly.
Yeah.
So about Hit one-shotting anybody. This is the no limit fallacy that I touched up in my latest video, which I was right about. But here's the real question. Okay, so Goku has found a way to counter it. But do you think if Hit's assassination technique hits somebody, that it's an instant kill?
No.
No.
Because, okay, so people now are arguing, okay, Goku blocked it, right? But what if it hit Goku directly? Like what if it hit Vegito or Beerus directly? What do you guys think would happen there?
It would probably so how like the mobster how he fired his laser at Hit, it didn't do anything, right? I think that would be similar to like if Hit used that on Beerus or something. It's like, oh, what's this?
Just bounce off. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's internal hacks or something, right? And you brought this up in my comments section, actually. But the Z Fighters, when they get a certain amount of power, they actually have, like defenses against hacks. Like Vegito turning into a fucking candy ball, and he was so powerful, he was able to fight against that hacks. Or when Boo entered his body, he was able to compress Boo inside his own body and stuff. So I do believe that Vegito would probably be able to form a barrier, even if it's like internally against Hit's attack, in my opinion. But
Well, we all know
Oh, wait,
that
wait.
when it
Somebody's
comes to
gonna-
them hitting each other with attacks, they obviously have to have like internal durability too. Otherwise, they become like mush inside from the shockwaves.
yeah, exactly. What were you gonna say, Chuck?
Oh, I can already see someone's gonna say, but when Boo entered Vegito, it was non-canon filler.
Was that in Kai? I don't know if that was in Kai. I'm not sure.
I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna have to go back and check, but
Oh well.
I'm pretty sure many of those like filler scenes were in Kai. So Hopefully.
Do you guys have anything you want to add?
Oh yeah, I was right. You know, when I predicted Goku hired him, so I sucked on that. Double for anime.
I was a little bit surprised myself. I'm like, I don't know, Chuck. That sounds weird. And then Goku actually hired Hit to kill himself. I was like, what the fuck?
He's suicidal. He's like, please kill me, bro. I can't stand my wife and my annoying children that sound just like me.
Anyways, guys, that pretty much sums up the video. So Hit is at least around probably 50 times stronger. You know, an entire year's worth of training. He can fucking time stop way longer than he could before. He can only time stop a second before, and now you can do it for at least half a minute or a minute. So he's a lot more powerful, at least, around 50 times. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Be sure to subscribe to Super Saiyan Ryu and Chuck the Cyber Cuck. And until next time, guys.
Peace out.